Wow. I could spend a long time, and people have. I'll just give you a footnote, and I'm not an authority on this, but this is what I have heard, that from this son, the son that was rejected, the Islamic world finds its roots. Anyway, you know, you talk about English drama and the royalty and all that stuff. Well, I've never read anything as dramatic as all this, and the consequences are immense. Christina, I'm going to close my mouth because I'm thinking, I don't know. It's just, it is so, I can go different ways and be very content.
Well,
may I ask, I'm sorry, if I, forgive me. Let me put this into the perspective. Let's bring this down to earth today. You have 2 daughters.
yes.
Let's say you were in a position, spell it out any way you want, and the older daughter was supposed to get it, and the younger daughter came and fooled you, blah, blah, blah. What would your reaction be?
Oh, I think I'd bring in the younger daughter and talk to her and ask her why she's deceitful. But that doesn't mean you cut off the first one just because the second one's deceitful. Because now you're playing into their game. And Isaac should have known better to say, oh, okay, I got duped, so bring him in. Let's confront him. Let's find out why. Why was Rebecca so willing to throw her older son under the bus? Was it her biological son? According to this it is, but it doesn't sound like it. Sounds like Jacob was her son. So it just, none of this makes real sense to me other than they should have been confronted. And then her going off to Isaac saying, oh no, a Hittite woman, I can't live under a Hittite woman. They bring us shame. So I'm not understanding what her problem is.
Well, the drama obviously is the son that normally would inherit was denied, and the one who would not did.
Exactly, and that's when you confront them both together in the room. But he should have done that.
But you see, yes, I understand what you're saying.
And he shouldn't have sit there and go, oh, well, I only have one blessing. I can't give out more than one.
Well, remember what that blessing represented. It represented more than, it represented kingship, prestige, relationship to God. I mean, there's a whole list of things.
Oh, I understand there's a list of things, but when you've been duped, that blessing is now void, nulled, because you've just been lied to. And again, that's when you bring him in the room and say, whatever blessings I gave you under false pretense no longer pertains to you because you lied and cheated to get it. That's all I'm saying. Is this could have easily been revoked and redone easily, but he didn't do it. So I say the blame falls on him.
Well, there's another level to this though. Let's say, is this what God, maybe God wanted this? It seems God did.
Exactly, because it was allowed. And Rebecca was, of course, gets blamed for being a woman who manipulated all this. So it's the manipulation and the deceit of a woman that put this in play. So of course now women have a bad rap. Again! That's all I see. Is another woman getting the bad rap for something because she told her son to do it.
All right. Well, my perspective is a little different. I keep going, just the levels of why, there's just so much here. It's just, like I say, it's so much like the English dramas.
And it all could have been corrected easily.
Yes, but this was all done by intent, though.
Well,
I don't see an accident. Was there an accident?
To me, it was done deceitfully.
Oh,
and once he found out this was a deceit lie, he shouldn't have been just sitting there going, excuse me, oh, yeah, well, your brother beat you to it, so la-di-da, you missed out.
All right, question. Now, how far up does the deceit go?
Again, it started with mom.
How far up? Is this God doing this?
It started with mom. So obviously, whatever happened, it's not that God was behind any of this. It just shows you what human greed is. And God does not step in with human greed. And we shouldn't be asking him to step in with human greed and deceit and lies. That's not God's place. That's up to us to be smart and to stand up to it and say there's injustice here. And that is Isaac's fault. That's where it falls on him. Another weak man who didn't stand up for his son and say, oh, you know what, I was duped. Let me bring in your brother, let's talk. Let's take the blessing away from him and give it to the proper one. And if you feel you need to seek revenge on your brother, that's on your head, not on mine. And then come up with a punishment for what he did. But none of that happened. And God, asking God, oh, well, God, you need to step in and referee this. No, grow a backbone and know right from wrong. That's all God is asking us to do. God doesn't ask us to sacrifice our children for him. He just says, are you willing to go that far? And if we say yes, then he will present a sacrifice for us so that we're not killing our children. That's all that is. And this was something that Isaac should have stood up for, and he didn't.
Okay. Chapter 28. Jacob sends to Laban. Then Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and directed him, you must not take a wife from the Canaanite women. Arise, go to Padan-aram, to the house of Bethan, your mother's father, and take as your wife from there one of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and multiply you, that you may become a company of people. May he give the blessing of Abraham to you and to your offspring with you, that you may take possession of the land of your sojourning that God gave to Abraham. Thus Isaac sent Jacob away, and he sent to Padan of Laban, the son of Bethan, and Ammon, the brother of Rebekah, and Jacob's and Esau's mother. Now Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and sent him away to Padan-aram to take a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he directed him, you must not take a wife from the Canaanite women. And Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother, and gone to the Padan-aram. So when Esau saw that the Canaanite women did not please Isaac his father, Esau went to Ishmael and took as his wife, besides the wives he had, Mithridates, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nephthyon. Jacob left Beersheba and went towards Haran. Then he came to a certain place and stayed there that night, because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones of the place, he put it under his head and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, there was a lantern set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham your father, the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and to your offspring. Your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in it you and your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go,